According to an article written by Jason Kobler, using a survey found on AutoMD, 2 in 3 teens don't know how to change a flat tire, check or change the oil in their car, or jumpstart a car battery. With winter season vastly approaching, it becomes ever so important to learn how to do these simple automotive skills. In this presentation, you will learn how to jumpstart your car battery. To jumpstart your car, you will first need some things: a car with a dead battery, a car with an alive battery, and jumper cables long enough to reach from one battery to another. If you have these components, you can go from your car being unable to start to your car starting. To begin the process, have the car with the charged battery be alongside the car with the dead battery, as shown in the picture, or have both engines facing one another, but it's very important you don't let the cars touch. You just want to make sure that the jumper cables can reach from one battery to another without being taut. Next, make sure both cars are parked and turned off. Then pop the hood of each car. Before you begin to attach the jumper cables, let's go over some don'ts when jumping a car. According to the do's and don'ts of jumpstarting a car by Mark Vallet, don't lean on the battery, don't smoke while jumpstarting a car, and don't jumpstart a battery if fluids are frozen or if the battery is cracked and or leaking. Doing so can cause an explosion. This might result in injury to yourself, a loved one, and or damage to your car. Now comes the most complicated part of jumping your battery: correctly attaching the jumper cables to the batteries. Begin by attaching the red jumper cable to the positive terminal of the dead battery. It will be labeled positive or have a plus sign, as illustrated by the number 1 in the picture. Then attach the other red jumper cable to the positive terminal of the alive battery, as illustrated by number 2. Then attach the black jumper cable to the negative terminal on the alive battery, as illustrated by number 3. Now your jumper cables are live, meaning if you touch the unattached metal part of the black jumper cable, you can shock yourself, so proceed with caution. Carefully attach the remaining black jumper cable to a metal part of the dead car as far away from the battery as possible. Attaching it directly to the battery might result in a spark and therefore an explosion. Then start the working car and let the engine run for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, attempt to start the car with the hopefully former dead battery. If the car starts, hooray! You have officially jump-started your car. However, remember to let your car run for at least 15 minutes to recharge your battery, or else you will have a dead battery the next time you need to start your car. If your car still does not start after jumping it, a dead battery might not be the culprit. In the article, The Most Important Facts and Myths About Your Car Battery by Alex Leans, a faulty starter motor, failing alternator, clogged fuel injectors, or worn out spark plugs can also cause a car to not start. If your car doesn't start after jumping the battery, it's time to call a tow truck so that a mechanic can take a look at it. If your car did start, it's time to remove the jumper cables. Remove the jumper cables in the reverse order you put them on: black cable on the formerly dead car, black cable on the first alive battery, red cable from the first alive battery, and red cable on the formerly dead battery. This is illustrated by steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the picture on the screen. Finally, close the hood of each car and thank the owner of the car which you used to jumpstart your vehicle, and go about your day.